What's up, loungers? I'm sorry about that. I hope everybody is doing well. Listen, guys, I was talking for a couple of minutes and I wasn't added to the stream. So I do apologize for that. However, we are going to get into whether or not Shay Shay Ra is actually on probation or what's going on with this situation, okay? Because it looks like there's a lot happening here. There's a lot of chatter around the sector lately of whether or not Shay Shay's on probation, whether he has a probation officer. There's also chatter about a probation officer being contacted and emailing this person back, allegedly. You know, there's a whole lot going on with this, okay? But either way, and ultimately, it's kind of like on the shelf whether or not this person is on probation or not. Now, the only reason that anybody would care whether he's on probation or not is just simply because of all the nonsense and drama that Shakim has placed in this sector and put out in the universe. All the drama, the talking about the women all the time, constantly in competition with females all the time, like every day, always got something to say about somebody's weave, somebody's big back, while his sister looking like a linebacker, and while his mom don't get her hair done. Like, I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff that's been coming out and coming back on this man behind his own energy, that at this point, it's almost difficult not to look up something or look into something if some information is presented, right? And particularly depends on who's presenting that information. Do I want to substantiate the story, and make sure that this is actual fact, okay? So I did come across some information in regards to this probation story, and I'm going to share that with you guys today because, we're going to put this whole thing to rest of whether or not he is on probation or whether he isn't, okay? I know that there are some actual law experts in the in this sector. Shout out to the bail bondsmen in the sector, the lawyers in the sector, and those people who really do understand law and can interpret a lot of these words and understand exactly what this stuff means. We've actually seen this stuff before, and it sounds like it's almost a very similar type of situation. So we're definitely going to get into this today because, like I said, we are about receipts around here, okay? We're not about just making up elaborate, crazy stories or, while we get drunk and people just listen to whatever we say. No, we actually want to give you guys, receipts on stuff, and speak facts about things, right? And, even though I really don't fuck with Shakim, at the end of the day, I'm not going to say nothing that's not factual. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say anything about him that I can't back up with actual facts. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no matter what it is that I've said, honestly. So, we're going to look into this today, and we're going to get down to the bottom of this and see whether or not he is on a probation or if this is something else, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into this, guys. Make sure you guys sit back and relax. Grab yourself some popcorn, something to drink or whatever, because we're about to get into it. We're not going to be long because I do got some stuff I got to do, but we are going to get into this today. Everybody that's in the clouds, make sure y'all hit the like button. What's up, Pills? I appreciate you being in the building. Listen, guys, let me go ahead and remove this banner real quick so we can go ahead and look at this paperwork, okay? Yes, honey, we are going to take a look at this today, okay? Because Shay Shay actually has quite a bit of cases going on there in the 18th district there in Wayne County over in Michigan. He also has other cases in the 17th district court, I believe, and there's another district as well. But the 18th district is really where a lot of these cases are. And these are all like civil. This would be anything that would be under civil, traffic, criminal, or domestic, which would be divorce or family, okay? Most of the time you don't find cases that are involving like child support or custody or anything like that. You're not going to find that for the public to find. That's just what it is. If anybody's telling you that they have information like that, they are fucking lying. They would have to have personally gotten a case number and some other demographics in order to get a hold of information like that. Okay. But most of this other stuff you can find, okay, if it exists, right? And if you have that information, the proper information on the person. So it turns out that Shakim Rashim Harris does in fact have quite a bit of cases that are going on here in the city of Westland, which is which is in the town. Which is in the county of Wayne County there in Michigan. Okay, now the one case, it seems like most of these cases are either closed or they were dispositioned with whatever it was. And the cases tend to be like all traffic violations, okay? Mostly being he was driving while suspended, okay? So what that tells me is he's a habitual offender when it comes to driving with his license suspended. Why that's happening, I can't say, right? I don't know. It's not really given the reasons why. Most people don't tell you the reason why they're driving with their license suspended. Some people can just think they get away with it. Other reasons I know in Delaware, in Delaware, they are real stringent upon having like car insurance, right? So if you don't have car insurance on your car, they will suspend your license, and they'll also put you on like if you keep doing it, you'll have to get what's called an SR. I forgot what it's called, but it's something that you got to get from motor vehicle to get your license even cleared, right? Because you're just like habitual with that. Okay, they will lock your ass up for it, and you can get out. I mean, it's not like you're going to be in there for something crazy, but they'll lock your ass up, and then once you get out, you got to go to like trial, right? And eventually, you got to go see a judge and all this other stuff. So like I said, if you continue to do that, they'll make the consequences more severe. Also, you'll have a much larger fine, right? Like the initial fine for not having insurance in Delaware is like $1,000. Okay, I'm dead ass. And so it goes up from there. All right. So they're really, really stringent about having like your insurance on your car. They don't even care about your license and all that shit. They care about insurance on your vehicle, right? So as long as you got all that, your car's registered and all that stuff, then you'd be straight. I don't know if that's the same type of rules in Michigan, but it sounds like they're kind of tired of him in this situation with having all these, these cases where his license has been suspended multiple times. So what case really caught my eye was this case right here, which is case 202222WE 23466OT. And if you click into that case, right, it says that it's scheduled for review for November 14th of 2023. Hold on, guys. Let's get into the case. All right, and let me make sure you guys can see it. And again, make sure you guys are hitting the like button. I will get over to you guys' comments in just a moment. Now, it's talking about the city of Westland versus Harris. The judge is Mark McConnell, and the date that this was filed was October 24th of 22. And the next hearing is November 14th of 2023. Okay, there is a balance of $485, and Shakim is the defendant, right? The charge is allowed a suspended or revoked person to operate, drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied, okay? On October 23rd, 22 was the date. And the officer is this officer. It's reduced. It's not amended. It's actually reduced. The charge is a misdemeanor. And the arraignment date was November 14th of 22. The disposition date was November 14th of 22. It was disposed on a guilty plea. Okay, so he pled guilty to driving while suspended. Okay, and then his sentencing date was November 14th of 22. And the sentence was license suspension, clearance fee was due. And now this will be held for review a year later on November 14th of 23. Okay, so If he is on probation, which it appears that he is, for 12 months, okay, there's a probation term of 12 months on November 14th of 22, and it ends on November 14th of 23, okay? And, that's it, guys. No community service. There was no fine. There was no jail or prison suspended. There was no incarceration or weekend service. They did not forfeit his vehicle. And this is the probation officer's name. Okay. So it appears that he does have a probation officer and that he is, in fact, on probation. But the charge is pretty simple. It is driving while suspended or denied. Now, I don't know, again, how serious that is in the state of Michigan. I do know that in Delaware, more than likely, if your license was suspended, it's because of a couple of different reasons. Either you were habitually speeding, like all the time, you don't have insurance on your vehicle, or you owe child support. That's pretty much the only reasons why your license is going to be suspended in Delaware. Okay. Now, I don't know about anybody else, or if you have like a DUI or something like that, they'll suspend your license for that. I don't know about other places, but those are the main reasons why your license would be suspended, right? But due to what we're looking at from all these other previous cases, it appears that he is always, always driving with his license suspended. And I can't say what the reason is for that, okay? So, yes, he does, in fact, have a probation officer. That is the probation officer's name, is Officer Lang. And unfortunately for Shaquem, because of all the disrespect and all the bullshit that he has put out here, now everybody got his probation officer's information, okay? Now, it's questionable whether or not, this probation officer is, reaching out to people and all this other stuff. It is possible that this is happening if Shaquem is, on the run right now, or if there is like an active warrant out for his arrest or something like that. But I'm not seeing anywhere in here that's saying that at all. And it could be somewhere else that this is found, or, whatever the case may be. But it would seem like that would be, connected with this. If you're going to look at this whole case, it seems like that would be all connected. And, this one right here is a later date. This is or earlier date. So this is back in 2019. This is 2017. These are all 2017. So there was a lot of cases going on with him back a few years back over several periods of time. And they're probably just sick of his ass at this point, and they're really putting him on, some serious probation and telling him he has a year of probation regarding this. But again, this is like, like I said, I don't know how serious of a charge this is in Michigan, right? But it's not something that's going to put him in jail, obviously. They just probably have him on like probably level 1 probation or something, Let's take a look real quick. Let's see what they got him on. Yes, well, it says count 1, 12 months probate. I don't know. Officer R. Lang. Let's check out the events on here and see if they say anything. Description: violation, bureau action, allowed suspended driver, warrant entry requested. Oh, shit. Well, yeah. Okay, let's go into this a little bit more. So the arraignment was held on November 14th, 22. On January 18th, 23, it was a miscellaneous action of all counts, supplemental sentencing. So there was additional sentencing, and a bench issue was warrant. A warrant was issued. Okay, and that was on January 18th of 23. On January 20th, it was a violation bureau action. A warrant entry was requested. Wow. So there is an active warrant out on him right now as well, according to these events. And you guys can see it right here. So, yeah, niggas ain't lying about what's going on, y'all. We're looking this shit up in real time. And now I can't say whether people are really emailing people or not. All I'm saying is this is real. This is the real deal. Back then, it looks like they had tried to reduce the charge for him, but I don't know if he's just not showing back up to court or if he got caught again, right? But either way, there's a bench warrant issued for him on January 18th. On January 20th, the warrant entry was requested, and now we've got an active warrant on this same case. So, Shakim, you might want to lay low and just stop talking shit about people, you know what I'm saying, and stop coming for people and stop doing the shit that you do. It's amazing some of the people around here that hang out with each other, right? It's really amazing to me, some of the people that hang out with each other, like Breaking the Culture, Shakim, you know, we got Stargate on their team. Like, it's just amazing how some of these people that hang out with each other, like, they forget about the bullshit that they do out there in this world and in this universe, and they forget how that shit boomerangs back to their ass, right? And it just comes back to bite them in the motherfucking ass. It don't make no goddamn sense, Shakim, that you out here disrespecting people as much as you are, talking about people's parents, talking about people's weight, talking about people's looks, talking about this, talking about that, people's backgrounds, people's background checks. You got this going on, that going on. You pulling up this and you pulling up that. And people are pulling up your shit, and your shit is recent, yo. Like, your shit is in the past few months, bro, the past couple months. Like, come on, man. It ain't even been 6 months. Like, this is crazy. All while you out here doing all this bullshit, stirring up all this tension and all this arguing and going back and forth with all these women. Like, back in November, that's when that shit started popping off with the Nikki situation. And you started, you know, beefing that shit up and talking about that shit heavy. Back then is when that shit was going on. And you was actually in court for some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You would, and then before that, you were getting put out for $40 fucking dollars. Like, your life has been in shambles. And it might be because of the energy that you are putting out in the universe, bro. You got to stop doing the shit you doing. The moment that you stop doing the fuck shit, that shit's going to clear up for you. Everything will work out. But it ain't working out, and shit's going all crazy in array because of the shit that you doing and the shit that you putting out here. The moment you and your friends, right? You and your friends, Drea and Stargate, all of you and your friends, the moment that y'all stop doing the fuck shit, literally stop doing the bullshit, everything will start working out, okay? Like, for real. But y'all got to make some real, you know, much classier decisions than you have been, okay? And you need to stop talking about everybody else and look in your own backyard. Well, you may not have a backyard anymore. I don't know, but whatever. You need to look in something and figure some shit out, y'all, because this is crazy. The shit that y'all be going through and the shit that gets revealed about y'all. It don't make no motherfucking sense. Shout out to D. Darrell for the $99.99 super chat. I appreciate that. You said men lie, women lie, everybody lies, says the man with no driver's license. Okay? I appreciate you for that, Darrell. Truly appreciate that. Guys, we are going to take a quick 1-minute timer break, and then I will be back with my commentary and also with y'all commentary as well, okay? So sit back and relax. We'll be right back at it, guys. happening, Code Fam? I truly appreciate you for being in the building. Listen, I did go over and listen to your show about projection, right? And I know how you like to spin things, and y'all like to spin things and whatever, right? But I'm used to your ass by now. I think you're used to me too. But here's the thing. Actually, what you were saying made a lot of sense, right? If you put it in the right perspective. There are a lot of people in this sector that do a lot of projection. Okay. They often say things and go off on people. And they do this from a sense of protection of themselves, right? When in actuality, they're actually speaking on their own life. So they're talking about something that they're experiencing or something that they've gone through. And they're trying to project that on you as a defense mechanism, against defending themselves against some unknown or unseen source that they see, or only the issue that they only can see. And that's pretty detrimental to people in this sector. But there are people that are doing that. um I like how, and I know that you put your little spin on stuff, and you guys want to talk about specific people, but I think you get it, Code Fam. I think you really do get it, Binary. I think you know the differences, and I think you know who the real players are that are really doing that. You're very careful on not speaking on those folks. I've noticed that as well. But I also noticed that you are at least speaking on it, right? And putting it out there and talking about it, and putting it out in the universe. And the right people will hear it. The right people will need to hear it. And it'll just go from there. But you've done your part in at least speaking on it. And I know it's a 4-part series, so looking forward to hearing what else the hell you fools have to say in regards to that. But it was definitely interesting. And when you're done with it, I'll probably do some commentary on it. But shout out to you for that. You said, what's up to Code Fam Pills? Code Fam says, hey to you. And you said, damn. Hey, Butter Love, I appreciate you. You said, what's up, my peeps? You said SR22. Okay. I knew it was something like that, right? I couldn't remember what it exactly is called, but here in Delaware, I know for a fact that if you don't have insurance on your car and you're habitual with doing that, they will suspend your shit, and you'll have to get what's called an SR22 in order to even get your license even thought about coming back. So it could be something like that he's dealing with, or whatever. But right now, there's a fucking active warrant out for this nigga. So he might want to stay the fuck up off of YouTube, and all this other shit, talking shit for hours, 5-6 hour live streams, sitting there and everybody knows your address. Like you might just want to not be doing that. You said, what's up, my peeps? You said, Butter Love, salute. You said, hey to Butter. You said that man was just trying to get to work, to the 6-figure nigga job. That's what he was trying to get to. Okay. You said, I think we've all had some kind of traffic violation at some point in time. Yeah, I know I have. I had my license suspended before. Shit. When I was young, shit, I was notorious for speeding out this motherfucker. Okay, so I've definitely had my license suspended, and I know how that goes, and it just is what it is. But here's the thing. While you're out here talking about everybody else, look in your own backyard. Like, all that shit is going on in your backyard, and all these people in your, in your life are living these types of lives and have this type of stuff going on. And you always got something to say about the next motherfucker. Like, that shit's crazy. You said Shakim hit up Suge Knight. He can help you out. You know what? You said, Dr. Code, you're a hot mess. You know he is. You said, Butter. You said, warrant entry requested. Okay? I'm just saying. Warrant entry was requested. And that was January of 2023 when that happened. Okay? I mean, so that means there is an active warrant out for this nigga. That has not been closed out. That has not changed or anything. You said, a warrant, huh? Let me get my handcuffs ready. Okay? I'm just saying. You said, why you drop Star's name on that list? Because I don't like that dusty bitch. I don't like your bird friends. Okay, I know that's your bird friend and shit. But she's a fucking bird too. I don't know why you act like you don't know your friend is a bird. Okay. And it's not that I dislike her for real. She just get on my nerves. Like she do dumb shit. She really does do dumb shit. And you know she does. But you know that she's in a good space with them, right? With breaking the culture and with Shakim, they all forget what the hell they be saying and doing in the past, and then it comes back to bite them on the ass later. You know what I'm saying? That's unfortunate, but unfortunately, yeah, Star is on that list, bro. You might want to help her out and tell her to go through her social media, you know what I'm saying? Clean some shit up, you know what I mean, for the past. She might want to do that before she get on the next show. What's up, Black Abe? Truly appreciate you for being in the building. You said, Darrell, you ain't shit. You know he ain't. You said, I'm still waiting for my $299.99, Coach Darrell. Oh shit. What's up, Make a Change? You said, Code Fam, I'm still waiting on my stacks too. You know what, y'all? Y'all gonna stop hating on my super chats. Shit. You said, Make a Change, Camp. You said, come on, man, get back in line, bro. All y'all better get in line. You said, yeah, Darrell, let me hold something real quick. You know what? You said, thank you for not letting the sector BS stop the support. You know it. You said, what active warrant? So you didn't see that? All right, let me go ahead and pull that again. Bear with me just a moment. Hold up, Black Abe. Black Abe, you always be late to the party. And then when everybody done already looked at something, then you want to start asking questions when the show about to end and shit. But that's okay. You my people. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm in a good mood today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, okay? So hold up. Let me get this popping. Okay. So let me share this screen real quick. All right. And again, guys, I would not be showing something if I could not substantiate it. All right. So we are on here and we're clicking into this case. This is Shakim Rashim Harris. Okay. All right. So let's go down. If you go through this case, this is the most recent date that this was filed, which was October 24th, 22. The next hearing is scheduled for November 14th of 23. It's scheduled for review on that date, okay? What we did was we looked up the charge, and the charge is this: allowed a suspended or revoked person to operate 1341, and the original charge is drove while license suspended, revoked, denied, okay? His license has been suspended multiple times. There's been 2 hearings on this. Both hearings are scheduled, one scheduled for review, and the other one is scheduled for discharge from probation, okay? Because he is currently on active probation for this case. Let me go down there to show you that again. Here we are with that. So the sentencing was on November 14th, 22, where the arraignment was held. He actually pled guilty at the arraignment, and probation term was 12 months, which ends on November 14th of 23. We saw that there was no fines, there was no jail time, no incarceration. They did not take his vehicle and the probation officer's name. And then we went into the events, okay, to show us exactly the things that happened. So when you go back a little bit to November 14th, I hope you're following me, Black Abe. You go back to November 14th, which was the original date that we looked at here for the arraignment date. On the events, it tells you what happened. There was an arraignment held. The defender and the attorney was in court. The judge was there. And then what all happened there and everything that happened. Okay. How they had reduced the charge, and then he disposed on a guilty plea of that, and they gave him an amount of the fines, and that was pretty much what happened. Okay. Now, when you go up to the next event date is January the 18th of 23. Miscellaneous action, all counts. Supplemental sentencing was done, and there was a bench warrant issued. Okay. And the comment was allow suspension drivers or driver's license. I don't know what that exactly means. And then on January 20th of 23, There was a description was a violation, bureau action, allows suspended driver, D1, warrant entry requested. So this is where we're getting that there's a warrant. So there was a bench warrant issued and warrant entry was requested on January the 20th of 23. So that's where we're getting that active warrant from. So I don't see any DUIs. I didn't see any DUIs on there. All I'm seeing is that his license was suspended multiple times and in multiple courts. There's a couple of different courts too. This is just one. And we're looking at just one case. And this is the most recent case. So, and yeah, there's an active warrant on that case as we speak. So, what's up, Mikey? I appreciate you. You said looking up people's records. What's the end game for this? I don't know. Whenever the sector stops doing that is when I'll stop doing it. Because I'm gonna keep doing it, as long as motherfuckers around here doing that shit. Like I don't see what the difference is with one or the other. But I know that you come around and you say that to different people. I'm not sure why you do that, Mikey, because that's what this sector is built on. Like literally, this is the fuck shit that goes on here, and literally people are watching, right? No matter what channel you're going to, you're seeing the same thing. So I'm not sure if you think saying that is going to stop people from doing it, but it's not. It's definitely not, especially if it's my motherfucking ops. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to tell me how to fucking fight these niggas, and nobody's going to tell me what to say and do on my channel, right? And I get paid for it, so I really don't care. But you're welcome to watch or not. It's up to you. But I'm definitely going to keep doing this. And I think everybody else is doing the same. Shout out to Pills. Shout out to anybody else doing that. As long as y'all showing real shit, you're not out here showing fake shit, and people's half of stories and all that bullshit and adding stories to it and all that. No. We are telling actual facts out here. We're showing actual receipts out here. And that's just that. But anyway, appreciate everybody for being in the building. And again, shout out to Darrell for the $99.99 super chat. Truly appreciate that. And all the other super chats that have come through this month. Truly appreciate those as well. Listen, guys, I am out of here. I actually got a lot I got to go do, all right, in the community. So, I'm going to go ahead and go make myself useful this evening. And I truly appreciate y'all again for coming in. I did want to... Oh, I think I did touch on this already with Code Fam. You were talking about this projection thing. I do want to come back and do some commentary on that because that actually happens so often in this sector. It's not even funny how many people actually do project what's really going on in their own lives, including Shakim, what's going on in their own lives. They try to project that on other people. And I'll be fair, Code Fam. Stargate, I call her Star Baby. Stargate does not do that as often as some of the people she hangs around. I'll say that, okay? She does do it, but not as often as they do. And she doesn't have as many issues, as I would say, that she could project on people that some of these people really do have, right? There are issues that she has, I think that everybody has as well. But I don't think her issues are as bad as some of the people that she fucks with, right? And kind of sometimes it'd be kind of guilty by association with her. So I'll talk about that at another time. But I definitely appreciate kind of the differences in what people have been talking about in the sector and some of the content that's being put out. I do like the idea of the building thing, but this sector is so broken. The foundation of this sector is so fucking broken. I don't know how anybody thinks that they're going to build with anybody in this sector after some of the stuff that's been done. There has to be a lot of ownership of behavior around here, and also recognition of who really should be recognized for things and different things like that. That has to be honored, right? Just having it in a cliquish way and in a cliquish form, you're literally not going to grow like that. You're going to stay exactly where you're at. Trying to be cliquish and trying to have everybody, trying to please certain people and all this other stuff. You're literally going to be in the same position in a year. Like, that's just what it's going to be. But, it would be nice to see everybody growing and doing their own thing and really pushing pushing, their content out, and everybody pushing that content with them, right? And working together as a network. That would actually really work. But y'all got to clean up the nonsense. That's got to get cleaned up. Not just y'all, everybody, it would have to do that. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. I truly appreciate y'all for being in the building. Make sure that y'all do hit the like button on the way out. And guys, I will talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all again. And peace, guys. Thank you guys again for